So after a fantastic performance on Saturday with winning 4-1 away against Crystal Palace, Chelsea are back in the Champions League to focus to try and get through to the semi-finals. We're at advantage through with goals from Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell in the first leg to have 2 away goals, which basically puts 1 foot in the semi-finals for us. So guys, before I get into the lineup, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. So let's get into the lineup. So we've got the lineup on screen here. So the first player, Edouard Mendy, he didn't really have anything to do on Saturday. The thing he had to do was pick the ball out of his net after Benteke scored. I think if Rudiger went to go and mark him, we would have tried to beat that. Because if it was Chilwell, because Chilwell's smaller than Benteke, so Benteke was easily going to beat him to add. It seems like he always scores against Chelsea. He scored last time in the 3-2 when we played them away last season. He scored the second goal that almost got them back into it, but luckily it didn't. Right centre-back, Azpilicueta, I think he'll play at right centre-back. Central centre-back, I'm going to go with Thiago Silva. Andreas Christensen still out with that hamstring problem. Even though Zouma did well on Saturday, I'm going to give Silva the start because you need that commanding centre-back who can hit the balls on. Because Zouma, I mean, unlike Rudiger could play in the centre if he's that passing type of centre-back, but I think Silva would do better because Christensen's injured and I think Rudiger's well suited to the left centre-back. Right centre-back, I think Beast James will return to the side. He was dropped to the bench against Palace, I think just to give him a rest because he played a lot of minutes for England and for Chelsea in the last few weeks. I think he should come back in this game. And in the 2 centre-mids, I'm going to go with Jovicic. I think they'll both play. I think Kante, since he came on in the 60th minute, I think Tuchel's trying to slowly, gradually get him back in the team just before so he can recover properly from the injury. Because you know with Kante this season, he's just been out with injuries forever. It feels like forever. But luckily, Tuchel's trying to slowly get him back in. So I think Jorginho and Kovacic will start tomorrow with them playing because Jorginho came off in the 60th minute on Saturday just to give him a rest for Tuesday, I think. Then a left wing back, I'm going to go with Alonso. Even though Chilwell's been doing great recently, I think Alonso will come back in just to, because of the rotation, I think Alonso will be getting a bit frustrated that he hasn't played. Cam has to be Mount. He's been fan-bloody-tastic. I think he will play. Cam, and the other Cam, I don't know, it's tough between Pulisic and Werner, because Werner wasn't really involved on Saturday. I'm going to go with Timo Werner, even though Pulisic did score 2 goals, but I do think Werner will come back in, as Tuchel did say, like before the game, he felt like he was overusing Werner, but I do think he might come back in on tomorrow just to, because the way that Porto could play, they just go on the counter attack, they leave space for Werner to just go in behind and hopefully score. And up front, Kai Havertz, he was fantastic, probably one of his best performances in a Chelsea shirt on Saturday. Scored a fantastic goal. He could have had so many more though, but he's going to start up front, if in my opinion. I think Tuchel will pick him. So guys, let's get onto the opposition side of things. So our opponents, Porto, they have come back luckily in the weekend when they won 2-0 away against Tondela with goals from one of their top goal scorers who was suspended for the first leg, TAREMI, who got a goal. I mean, I don't think Sergio Oliveira didn't score. It was TONI MARTÍNEZ, who I think was on the bench in midweek. So, Oliveira's the top scorer. He's got 17 goal contributions in the league, and in the Champions League he's got 5. So, they're back for them. So, I think they've really struggled without them on Wednesday, but they've got them back now. Maybe they're going to try and just go for it now. Be a bit like Atletico, because they had a few players out for the first leg, but then in the second leg, they were just trying to go for it. They had Jimenez back. They had a few other players back. I think they had a few players out with suspension. I think Jimenez was injured. And also Trippier was out with suspension. So their form is 2 losses and 3 wins in the last 5 if you count with us winning the last leg. And also them losing 3-2 to Juventus after they luckily went. I mean, luckily they probably outplayed them. And then they got through in the end. My score prediction for today's game is going to be 1-0 Chelsea. I think we'll get through. I think Kai Havertz will score in the 62nd minute. I don't know why, but I have a feeling Havertz will get a goal. He was fantastic on Saturday. I think he'll continue his goal scoring. So I think it'll be 1-0 Chelsea win. So guys, thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. See you in the live stream tomorrow at 7:55. See ya!